Hey folks, welcome to CRAFTmas Day 18, and today we're going to be making this hot chocolate pouch. Okay, I just did a standard, just simple, and then you can embellish it however you would like. It doesn't take very much paper. Out of one 8.5 by 11, you can do two, so we will do two. We will do two today. So what you need is you need to cut your paper at 5.5 by 8.5. So make sure it's on the 11 side, okay? So 5.5. That way you can get two of them. 5.5, and then just make sure, just for to make sure that it's the same. Okay. Then on the 8.5 side, we're going to put in our scoreboard, and on the 8.5 side, let me go ahead and take this out. On the 8.5 side, we're going to score at 4 1/4. Okay, then we're going to rotate it to the 5.5 side, and we're just going to put a little mark at the 2 3/4. Okay, so just a little mark right there, just to show us where we want to cut. Then you're going to cut from this score line to that little mark that you made. Okay, I don't know that you can see that, but you're just going to cut from the score line all the way up to the mark. And if it's not straight, it's okay. We can fix it at the end. Okay, so then you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay, it folds, and we'll score that in a minute. Okay, then you're going to take your paper and you're going to cut it. Now, if your paper is directional, like one of ours will be, you want to make sure that you cut like this part is the 4 part. Okay, so you want to make sure that you cut 4 parts, and then by 4 part by 5 1/8. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/8. Okay, and we're going to take that back to the scoreboard, and on the 5 1/8 side, we're going to do another little mark at 2 5/8. And remember, 2 5/8 is right past the half. Okay, so you're going to have a little mark there. Take your little mark, rotate it to where your mark is on the right, and then you're going to cut from your little mark to the left hand corner. Okay, as straight as you can. Okay, and you have something that looks like this. Okay, and it's not exactly straight. You can just go in and kind of work with it. Okay, just work with it. All right, so now we're going to bring back our base, and we're going to fold it and make sure that it's kind of straight. Sometimes the lines don't, line up, and we're going to do it both ways just so it's nice and folded. Okay, I like to round this corner, so I'm going to take my corner chomper and I'm going to round that corner. Okay, then we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to it's going to go right here. So let's go ahead and stick that down. Open this up. I'm going to take this, I'm going to line it up the best on the fold over here, because you know that that's pretty much straight, and then there you go. Okay, now if that looks off, it looks pretty good, but if it looks off, just take your scissors and you can just take it and straighten it up. Okay, so now we have this. Now we need to open it up, and we need to put adhesive here and here. I'm going to use sticky strip. Do not go all the way. I recommend do not go all the way to the top on this side, because it won't have as much pull. if you don't. So that was trial and error on my part. So I noticed that it doesn't pull as bad as if it doesn't go all the way up to the top. Okay, so just pull this off. Sometimes you need help from a pokey tool. Alright, and we're going to take it, fold it back up like so. Take your bone folder or whatever and stick it down. Okay, then we're going to take our hot chocolate and kind of mess with it a little bit so that it's kind of flat, so it's distributed evenly as possible, and stick it in there. Okay, then you can take a decorative paper clip and stick here if you would like. You can punch a hole and put a ribbon. You can wrap a ribbon all the way around it. You can, you know, whatever you want to do. I would probably do a cut apart right here and stick it here, you know, from paper or whatever, you know, from your paper or stamp. This was a stamping project, so you know, you can stamp something and stick it on here. Okay, so let's do one more. So we already have our 5.5 by 8.5 paper that we have left over, because you can make 2 out of 1 sheet of paper, and we like that. So on the 8.5 side, we're going to score at 4 1/4. Okay, then we're going to rotate it, and we're going to do our little mark at 2 3/4. So do your little mark. Then we're going to cut from the mark to the fold, or I do from the fold to the mark. I find that easier to do up as opposed to down. Okay, so you have that. Then we're going to take our other paper and we're going to do Santa's belt. And remember, we're going to do this part is going to be the 4 part, so if you have directional paper, you need to keep that in mind. Okay, so then you're going to do 4, okay, by 5 1/8. So 4 by 5 1/8. Okay, and then since this is directional, you kind of need to think about it for a minute. Okay, so you want it to go, I want it to go, this one really doesn't matter, but I want it to go this way. Okay, so I know that my tick mark, or whatever mark, my little notch, needs to be over here when it's on the right. Okay, so I need to put it in like this, do the tick, so that I can rotate it to the right. Okay, so our tick mark is 2 5/8, which remember is right past the half. Now we're going to rotate that tick mark to the right side and cut up to the left. Once you're doing it yourself, all of this will make sense. Okay, so there you have that. Now we're going to move this out of the way. I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to go ahead and round that corner right there. That's optional, of course. You do not have to do that if you do not want to. So now let's fold this, because I don't think that I folded it. I think I just folded it over but didn't burnish it down. Okay, so now we're going to take our paper and put us some tape on it all the way around. Get on the edge this time. Okay, then we're going to take it, line it up with the fold is what I recommend doing, and then stick it down. Okay. Alright, now we're going to turn it over, and remember we need adhesive here and here. Remember, I wouldn't go all the way up to the top, you know, because it gives more play. And so wouldn't go all the way to the top. So then you have this. Then you're going to take your backing off your tape. And you can make these quickly, and it doesn't take a lot of paper. You can buy you a big pack of hot chocolate. You can buy you a pack of candy canes. And then you have a cute little, I didn't bring any more hot chocolates back here. Remember, smooth it out a little. And then take your little paper clip, if you want a little paper clip, and stick it on. And there you go. You can get all kinds of decorative little paper clips. Then you can put your candy cane in here, or whatever you want to do, stamp something, anything you want to do, and they're quick. Quick and easy. Don't take a lot of paper. So there's CRAFTmas Day 18. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you make some for your family and friends if you want. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!